Welcome again to New Testament Movements, a channel dedicated to looking at disciple-making movements from the New Testament perspective. In these introductory videos, we're looking at what does disciple-making movements look like in the New Testament. In the previous two videos, we've looked at 7 characteristics of the Jesus movement. One that Jesus started, and secondly, the movement that the apostles continued. We've seen what Jesus did, we've seen what the apostles did overall, and now we're going to focus in what did the believers do, what did it look like on a day-to-day basis in Jerusalem. Make disciples and start movements everywhere. So, what did the disciples do on a daily basis in Jerusalem as the Jerusalem movement grew? To do this, we're going to look at Acts chapter 2, verse 41 to 47. Firstly, all the believers were baptized, as it states in verse 41. It says that those who gladly received his word, that is Peter's word, were baptized. And so those who gladly received, meaning those who received the gospel that he was speaking about. Secondly, every day they were devoted to the apostles' teaching. The apostles' teaching being the teachings that Jesus passed down to the apostles. Thirdly, they were devoted to the fellowship. They were together and had all things in common. And they distributed funds to any who had need. And they were devoted to the breaking of bread, which they did every day. They did this in their homes, and they ate with glad and generous hearts. Fifthly, they were devoted to the prayers and to praising God. The prayers probably referred to the morning and the evening prayers which they performed in the temple. Number 6. Many wonders and signs were performed by the apostles. And so, as a result of their faith, as they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, as they devoted themselves to the fellowship and to the breaking of bread, as they devoted themselves to prayer and to praising God and seeing wonders and signs, there were added to their number more believers, and those believers were added daily. And so, in closing, even though we don't see a one simple sentence definition of a movement, we can see that there are characteristics of a movement, both the overall movement and when we focus in on what the disciples were doing on a daily basis, we see another aspect of that movement. It will become more clear in future videos why we've separated these two things, what the overall movement was doing and also what the believers were doing on a daily basis. In the next video we shall look at Philip and his activities, how he took the gospel beyond Jerusalem. What were the things that he started look like? Did they resemble what the Jerusalem movement looked like? Did they resemble what Jesus started? Well, we shall see in the next video. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give a thumbs up to this one and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thank you. Make disciples and start movements everywhere.